Stage 17 of the 2009 Tour de France, 169.5 kilometers between Bourg-Saint-Maurice and Le Grand Bornand, with 5 passes to climb and 2 sprints for the 161 remaining riders. This stage started with the ascent of the Cormet de Roseland. This ascent allowed a group to break from the pack. In the breakaway were, for instance, Sylvain Chavanel of Quick-Step, David Zabriskie of Garmin, Rabobank Dennis Manchoff, Silence Lotto's Jürgen van den Broek, Sandy Cazard of Française des Jeux, and tireless Franco Pellizotti, who was already in front line yesterday. The polka dot jersey bearer was on his favorite playground. He was the first to reach the top of the first climb. A pass that Torushov probably found at his taste too, as he was at the top before the peloton. The Norwegian then showed his good technical qualities in descent. Along with a small group of pursuers, the green jersey caught back the leading men, who were 2 minutes clear from the group of the yellow jersey. There were 22 at this point, as Gerdeman and Hinkepie also joined the breakaway. But Torushov's show was not over. He managed to leave his companions behind, taking advantage of his good form. Cyril Decelle wasn't in a similar shape. He had to abandon in the ascent to Les Saisies. An ascent the Saxo Bank riders have climbed in the front of the pack, maybe in order to prepare an offensive of the Schleck brothers. Ushov didn't weaken, and the gap was 1 minute and 30 seconds with the pursuers when he crossed the Saisies pass, 5 minutes 30 on the pack. The descent that was coming requested an intense concentration. The green jersey was to play the tightrope walker. Dennis Manchoff and Ahmet Struka didn't have the same balance and fell. Manchoff even tasted again the asphalt a few kilometers later. This was not a good day for the winner of the last Giro. These accidents cooled down the breakaway's ambitions, but not the green jerseys. Ushov was still leading and was almost 2 minutes clear from his pursuers and 6 minutes from the peloton. In the Arrache Pass, the Astanners have decided to up the pace. Consequently, the gap reduced rapidly. When he reached the top of the climb, Ushov was still 2 minutes and 15 seconds from his pursuers, but only 4 minutes from the yellow jersey group. First to finish the 2 sprints, Ushov slowed down under the eye of President Nicolas Sarkozy. The work was done for the Norwegian, who has now 30 more points than Mark Cavendish for the standings by points. The Rome Pass was the beginning of the end of the breakaway. The peloton didn't resist to Carlos Sastry's attack, followed by the Schleck brothers. 4 men took the lead, Astana's Contador and Cloden, and Saxo Bank's Andy and Frank Schleck. This group reached the top 1 minute and 2 seconds before Lance Armstrong, Christian van der Velde, Bradley Wiggins and Vincenzo Nibali, 30 kilometers from the finish line. In the Colombière Pass, Contador showed his power, one small acceleration and everybody was left behind, even his teammate Andreas Cloden. Contador slowed down and was joined by Andy and Frank Schleck. The trio crossed the pass 1 minute and 50 seconds before Cloden and 2 minutes and 6 seconds before Armstrong, who left Wiggins and Nibali in the last meters of the ascent. But in the way down, Nibali caught back the American. The duo later took back Cloden. The leading trio seemed to agree on the scenario. Yellow jersey for Contador, a nice jump at the GC for Andy Schleck and the stage win for Frank Schleck. Nibali, Armstrong and Cloden arrived 2 minutes and 17 seconds later, hence some change at the overall standings. Contador stays in yellow, but Andy Schleck is now second, followed by Frank in third. Lance Armstrong and Andreas Cloden are respectively fourth and fifth.